We are here. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another wonderful, marvelous Monday on JewCee Tales Erotic Chat. Woo! We are back. We are back. We are back.
Yes, we are.
Hmm.
So we are back on the topic of last week. I think this should be like really freaking fun.
Part deux.
Part deux.
Part deux. Tell a friend, come on in. Come on in. It is JewCee Tales Erotic Chat. We are live tonight, and everybody excuse my little bit of a raspy voice as hey Liquid, hey girl, how you doing? Yes, yes. I see thank you. She cries beautiful. Can I keep her? I'm keeping her. I'm keeping her.
We can see.
Okay.
What is going on? Because I don't see no messages.
That's on my Instagram, girl. On my Instagram.
Okay.
And I've been trying to figure out how I can incorporate them, and Rear Stream is getting to that point, but we're not quite there yet. We're starting to add Instagram, so that'll be exciting when we get Instagram added on here, because I have almost 1,000 followers on Instagram. So, and I love every last one of y'all. I sure do. And you guys don't get to see the show, so, and I know you all got some great opinions, some great input. So I will try to keep up with you guys as you join on Instagram. So this is my first night doing this, so we'll see how it goes. We'll see how.
A whole bunch of newness. A whole bunch of newness.
I'm trying. Gotta broaden my horizons. I'm broadening my horizons. We'll see how it goes. You know, they say you can teach an old dog new tricks. So there you go.
You're proving it wrong. We proven that one, you're not no old dog. So hi, Lorenzo.
Hey, Lorenzo.
Hey, Callie.
We're going to give everybody a couple more minutes to come on in. Tell a friend. We are live tonight. And this is JewCee Tales Erotic Chat. We happen every Monday night for my folks on Instagram. We've been doing this for a minute, okay? But trying to get all y'all on here has been a challenge. But tonight, we're making it happen. So, pretty excited.
And eventually, you know, I'm gonna figure out how to parlay this, and I'm in a Fashion Nova sweater.
Oh, Fashion Nova. Ooh.
Yes, cut the check.
Girl, stand up so everybody can see, or you know.
I will, the bottom half is not proper. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying not to have us put in jail.
Again.
Yeah.
Hey, Waterfalls. Hi,
hey,
Teddy.
Mac. Hey, Waterfalls.
Hi, guys. Mwah, smooches. Love you guys.
Yes. Oh, and thank you for the happy Valentine's Day. Oh,
thank you. Yes. Okay, Liquid. Yeah, this is a 90-minute show, so you're good. Come on back in whenever. All right, y'all. Are we ready? So, Miss Jasmine is with us. Miss Purple Rain, she is with us.
Yes,
However, she is doing double duty. If you guys have not noticed, she's holding it down, like, like being the mom, the entrepreneur, the working lady. She's doing it all. So right now,
She is our superwoman.
she is. She is. So she's going to pop in and out when she can. But she is here with us tonight as well. And she's going to add with chat. So we'll be able to read what all she has to say once we get this conversation going again. Great question, Miss Waterfalls. I love it. About the tickets. Yes,
Yes,
guys.
we need to be there in October
Yes, 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 yes.
27th and 28th of 2023 in
Mhm.
Cleveland, Ohio for the EEE, which is the Ebony Erotic Experience. And the theme is burlesque, and it is brought to you by the Erotic 7 with Miss JewCee.
You know, this is going to be such a wonderful event. We do want you guys to get your tickets. Go out to Eventbrite. It's going to be we've got it down here on the screen if you are with us
I'm
live
coming to
in
Cleveland,
our
y'all. I'm
group.
coming to Cleveland.
So we're going to be it's on Eventbrite and it's called the Ebony Erotic Experience. The second, and second is spelled out, coming, and coming is spelled Cumming, burlesque edition.
We all are, dear. We all
So,
are.
and so all you have to do is go out. We have we also have the payment plans out there. So if you guys, we get it, we understand. We want you to be a part of this event. We want you to be there, and we don't
Yes.
want to tax your pockets too badly. So we've got a payment plan. There's 3 payment plan system out there for your VIP tickets and for your general admission tickets. So check those out out on Eventbrite. So make sure that you do that. And once again, the link is right below, and you guys can be a part of the experience. Remember, this event is for us, by us, about us. All of us melanated folk, okay? And their supporters, okay? We're not leaving anyone out. We
There's
truly
no
are not.
discrimination.
No,
There's
there
no
is
discrimination.
not.
There's
Not at all.
what Miss JewCee say? All money
It's,
is
it's green. The color is green, guys. The color is green. But we are going to represent very heavily our
yes.
POC, people of color. We are going to represent that. And all of our featured entertainers are POCs, people of color. And the reason behind all of this is because we want to make sure that we are represented in the erotic world, in the exotic world. So we want to make sure that we are bringing you folks that you can ask questions of, and they look like you. Okay.
Yeah.
They look like you. They are melanated. They are erotic. They're beautiful. They're sexy. They're going to be able to talk to you about getting your relationships hot, tight, and together.
All walks of life.
Mm-hmm. Every
All any if you can think about it, 9 times out of 10, or 10 times out of 10 is probably included. We're not exclusive. We're inclusive.
yes, we are. We are very inclusive. Very.
Whatever
And
floats your boat.
and we're gonna have a lot of fun. It's a no judgment, it's a judgment-free zone. So
Absolutely.
there's no judgment. You get to come and have a good time. It's a 2-day event. There's food, there's cash bar, and there's lots and lots of entertainment, as well as classes and seminars that you can partake in. And your ticket gets you so much, along with some absolutely wonderful vendors. So we definitely want you in the house for this. And I will let you know that we have already secured from Atlanta, Georgia, all the way from Atlanta, Georgia.
This
They
makes
are
me so
coming.
happy. This makes me so
They,
happy.
they are coming. They are coming. They are coming. They are coming. Atlanta, Georgia will be in the house strong. Okay, strong. They will be in the house with Lady V and her husband D Black. They are an erotic couple to be reckoned with. Let me just say, they
Can we call her? Can we officially call her the queen of face sitting?
I think so.
I think we can call her the queen of face sitting.
I think so.
I think that would. I'm really hoping that gives it what it needs because she's absolutely freaking awesome.
Yes. I think we can do that.
Yeah.
And and we got Mr. Hey, oh my gosh, hey Kevin. Speaking of Atlanta, Georgia just
Talking people up.
popped on my Instagram. Oh my gosh, it's been such a long time. Oh, it's good to see your face. Thank you for joining tonight. But it's going to be absolutely on fire. So this couple's coming all the way from Atlanta. Is speaking of which, and they are in the lifestyle. So they're swingers. Okay, they are swingers, as well as their niche is face sitting. That's their niche. They teach face sitting, and from
If
what
you
I
don't, go ahead.
what
Go
I
ahead.
understand, I was gonna say, from what I understand, if you got bad knees, bad back,
She, see, and I'm sorry, but hey, ecstasy.
X.
See, for my see, I'm one of those people. I know people they have like the good knees challenge and stuff. Sorry, no,
No, not
I
doing
don't
it.
have the good knees. But I can still do what I do. So I am definitely taking Lady V's class for face sitting because I've already had requests. So I'm gonna learn from the best.
I am too. I'm going to be in the front row taking notes. So, um, it's really exciting to have them. Not only that, but they're sexuality coaches as well. They
Yes.
travel all over the country. They have been a part of what is that? Oh, why do I always forget the name of the event at the arena there in even in Chicago.
Erotic exotica.
Exotica. Thank you. I want to call it something else every single time, and I know I'm wrong. He's
Yes, Teddy. Yes.
so Georgia Realtor said, I just tried to teach a few ladies how to face sit me in Cancun, and yes, their knees weren't ready.
But what Lady V is gonna do
It's gonna
is
teach you.
let us know and teach us how to do it without having to worry about whether we
Right.
got good knees or not. Because I mean, what?
And the thing is, sometimes it just takes proper technique, guys, proper technique. And they're going to give us some of that. So they're going to be in the house. Now, mind you, we already said, because my staff and my co-partners with this event have told me, make sure I go slow. So this month it's just about Lady V and D Black, and we'll be adding on every month so that you guys will get as excited about this event as we already are, because we know things that you don't know. We know things. And it is a burlesque theme. So, guys, look, hey, come on, ladies, those bustiers, get them girls up. Get them girls up. Bustiers. Um, Let's have on some beautiful fishnets. Let those holes shine through. All that melanated skin. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so much fun. So we do hope that you can join us in
Please.
Cleveland, October 27th, 28th. Your VIP tickets are $225 for 2 days. That includes food and fun. Okay. And Your general admission tickets are $175. We have VIP vendors and we have general admission vendors that we are still accepting. We just got in 3 applications yesterday. So our vendor spots are starting to fill up, guys, because this event, it will sell out. So we want to make sure that you guys get your tickets early. Now, I know you might have plans for your tax check. I don't know what those plans might be, but you just
Treat
might
yourself 2023.
want to come on in. Yeah, come on in. Get your ticket
Treat
paid.
yourself.
Treat yourself. Exactly.
Because
Exactly.
trust me, it's going to be a treat, and you will definitely love when you meet your favorite Erotic 7 member. Trust me.
Yes.
You're gonna
Yes.
want it. You're gonna want that.
It says, are photos allowed in certain areas? We will actually we have just secured a professional photographer that will be at the event. There will be no cameras, you all, because this is a private event that you're paying for. Okay. I'm not quite sure where I get it. The cell phone is great, but no, don't keep taking it to erotic events and putting it out there for everybody to see. And you've paid your hard earned money to be there, and your
Right.
friends haven't. And now all of a sudden they getting to see everything, the goodies, the whole 9 yards.
I'm still
Oh,
here.
I got you. We're not doing all that. We're not doing all that. So we have just locked down a wonderfully talented female photographer that will be in the house, and she'll be able to work with you on pictures. If you want certain pictures done, she can do it all. So she will be in the house, but there are no cell phones allowed at this event. Leave your cell phone in the car so you can have some good fun. Okay. And I do mean good too. You don't need a cell phone, okay? You really just don't. You need to be concentrating on what's going on, okay?
And that's facts. That's real facts. Like, yo, do you want to experience it, or do you want to
Wish
live
you had.
vicariously while actually experience that? Like, come on, just be with it. Be here now. Be in the moment.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Exactly. You'll be too busy for the cell phones. If you need your cell phone, something is wrong.
We don't put on events like that. Mm-mm.
No.
We don't put on it. So, really quick, let me just tell you, we had actually planned this event back in 2020,
Yes.
but due to
Because we did it
COVID,
in 2017.
but due to COVID, we had to put it on the back burner. So this isn't something that we're just trying to do again. We've already done this. We were successful with it in Chicago our first time out. We just need to tweak it and do some different things with it, and that's what we're doing. We're expanding it a little bit. So come on, get your tickets. Go on Eventbrite. We'll tell you a little bit more. If you are on the live with us right now on the rear stream and our platforms, you can see the ticket information. It's right down here. You go out on Eventbrite. It's already set. Get your tickets. And there's a whole big description of everything that's going to be going on. So make sure you tell a friend, grab a friend. This is a lot of fun. It's for us, about us. We have a host hotel that has totally been remodeled. It's absolutely gorgeous. We have a fantastic rate for that. And all you have to do is hit me up and I will give you the link, because the link would not transfer into Eventbrite. So just hit me up for the link and you too can get in our hotel, and we plan on selling it out. And it's totally remodeled. They took us on a tour and they want to host us every time we do this. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's so nice. And the rooms are spacious and beautiful. So most definitely, you definitely want to get your tickets and enjoy yourself. It's a great weekend. It's a great way to end the fall season before the holidays and just just commune with your people. Just
If you listen to us and you like what you hear and you love the conversation, you enjoy the topics, imagine. I mean, really, like, really just imagine what could possibly be going on there.
mm.
Ah!
So yeah. So as we said, get your tickets. Go out to Eventbrite. Tickets are under Ebony Erotic Experience. The second, and second is spelled out. Coming is spelled CUMMING, burlesque edition. Okay? Okay. Oh, Georgia Realtor said, I'll be inboxing you soon. I know how you do, JewCee.
JewCee. Yes, that's definitely that right there, right there.
And Miss Ecstasy has added, please come with an open mind and expect to explore your inner self. Exactly. Once again, judgment free
Free
zone.
zone.
Judgment free.
Absolutely.
Judgment free. And this is not just for those of you that are used to possibly something similar to a hotel takeover. It is not that.
No.
It is not that. It is somewhere where everybody can come together. And honestly, if you want to compare it to a hotel takeover, it is a hotel takeover on steroids.
Just a lot classier.
And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So if you know anything about burlesque, it's very cheeky. It's very, very entertaining and very naughty. We have erotic poetry that'll be going on. We have live entertainment. We have so much planned for this event. So make sure you get your tickets. Get your tickets. So are you ready, Dani's Windows and Miss Purple Rain? We know that she's here. She's kind of incognito down there at the bottom there. So we do know she's here with us tonight. But let's go ahead. And one other thing I think I want to throw in really quick because we are still going through this. I want to give out the national, and I believe, honestly, it's almost worldwide. I'm not positive on that, but I do know it's national. I want to give out, once again, the National Suicide Crisis number because we are still watching on the news young people taking their own lives. So I definitely, definitely, definitely want to make sure that we keep that number up for our folks. It is 988. That is the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Before you decide that you want to take your precious life, please
Away
dial
from
this
us.
number. Please dial this number. Talk to somebody. You would be surprised. And you're valued and you're loved. So don't think that you're not. So please, 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 988. It's just that simple. 988. So that
Send.
you can get help. Okay? So I wanted to make sure we got that out there. And then our sponsor for tonight is our favorite adult toy, lingerie, and novelty store, Ms. JewCee's JewCee Boutique, your one-stop shop. So
If you don't have a JewCee boutique piece next to your bed,
shame on you. We have so much fun, guys. I mean, I love doing home shopping parties. My concentration, as you guys know, I usually do something and I focus for the year. So my focus this year is my hometown of Cleveland, doing more here in my city of Cleveland. Of course, keeping my traveling dates in Chicago and Indianapolis and beyond. But I really do want to start booking here in Cleveland and making sure that my folks in my hometown are getting a freak on. Cheers.
and then we're gonna scoop her this way so she can come to LA.
All for it. All for it. All for it.
Like I need you here. Like,
All for it.
yeah.
But you know I ain't coming when it's hot.
Don't limit me. Don't limit me because I live in a place that just so happens to get beautifully hot
Hot
in the summertime,
in the
but yet
winter.
still has access to all types of water to cool you down, as well as refreshment and air conditioning
Oh,
central.
oh,
Like,
okay. Well,
don't play with me.
it's
Don't
getting
limit me.
it's getting better. It's getting better. Keep working on that. You keep working on it.
I got all of that though. I got all of that.
Working on me. Keep working on me.
I got all of that though. All you got to do is show up. I got it all. I got you, boo boo. I got you, boo.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna work on this. We're gonna work on
Fine
this.
now. Just don't be
Gonna
limiting me. You gonna
gonna
come
work.
to LA? Don't play with me. I
So
love
are we
you.
ready to get into this topic? Because I know I am. I really am.
Yeah, because last week was very much so a lot of fun. Let's
It
see what
really
happens
was.
this week.
It was. It
What we come up with.
was. It says I got an 85-inch cheeky. Oh,
What does that mean?
8.5. 8.5 inch. I know what that means. I know what it
Ooh,
means. 8.5 inch.
I just learned something new. We see
So
8.5 inches.
mm,
Well, we've already had the episode of that size really doesn't matter as long as you know what
it
you're doing
doesn't.
with it.
Right.
We've already
Exactly.
said that.
Right.
So
But
okay. Let's see. We'll see. Shall
but
we?
mm,
Come to EEE.
there you go.
I run, right? Yeah.
There you go. So let's talk about our topic. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we
We
ready?
are ready.
Okay. So, guys, we started this topic last week and we decided to continue it on this week. And we are talking about a need versus want and desire. It has totally been out there. All the self-made gurus and all this good stuff are out here talking about when women say they don't need a man, they want a man or desire a man. And it seems to put some of our men, and I use this term loosely. If it doesn't apply to you, don't worry about it. But it seems to put some of our men's panties in a bunch when we say we don't need a man, we want a man, and we desire a man. So, for those of you who are just joining us for the first time, I am a sexuality coach. I am an erotic advisor. I'm a health education major. Sex ed was my field of study. So, I work with relationships. I work with men, women, couples. It doesn't matter. I do it. And it's very important that we learn to do the 3 C's, but coming soon. Clear, concise communication. Those are 3 things that we do not do very well within our
And
relationships.
we think we
And
do.
we what? I'm sorry.
And we think we do.
Right. We do. We do. We think we're just communicating the best. And a lot of times we get words or say something that triggers the other person to totally tune out. And what I'm listening to as I listen to some men kind of complain, I guess you could say, or feel some sort of way because a woman states that she doesn't need you. She wants you or desires you, but she doesn't need you. Um, we are finding that more and more men are tuning out and not continuing to listen to why a woman may not need you.
You listen to respond and not to understand. And do understand that women do it too.
Yes. And it can cause a lot of problems. So, once again, we're going to go over the definition of the word need. Now, this is by Merriam-Webster Dictionary. So the words have definitions. All of our words have definitions. And a lot of us tend to just, I don't know, ignore the definitions, embellish add our own twist to the definition. The definitions have been written out for us. We don't have to do all that. You don't have to do all that. So the definition of the word need as a noun is number one, a necessary duty. Number two, a lack of something requisite, desirable, or useful. Number three, a psychological or physiological requirement for the well-being of an orgasm or an organism. Sorry, organism. I said orgasm. Whoa, look at that. Look where my mind went tonight. Number four, a condition requiring supply or relief. Number five, lack of means of substance. Definition of the word need as a verb: to be needful or necessary, to be in want, to be in need of, be under necessity or obligation to. No, none of these definitions said, I need a man or I need a woman. Stop berating women who understand the meaning of the word need. Food, clothing, and shelter are needs. Simply put, a man is not a need. A woman wants a man in their life. Change your terminology and grow your knowledge.
Can I try to put this? Okay, so I think last week I kind of thought about this, but I don't know if I said it. A need and a want. No individual, and this is taking sex out of it.
Mm-hmm.
No individual needs another individual to survive in life. That's just the truth. I don't need you to do anything for me. What I do need is for me to do whatever I need to do to get what I need to get, or get where I'm trying to get, or to have the life that I'm looking to have. I need me. I need me to be whole, mind, body, and spirit, and even sometimes financially. I need for me to do what is necessary for me to get up. What did you say? What are the three things you need? Food,
Food, clothing, and shelter.
Okay, so I need me to do whatever I need to do to make sure that I have those things. Now, if I have a partner who wants to provide those things for me, then that is absolutely wonderful and I will honor that. But what we're not going to do is make those things a requirement that I need from you in order for you to feel whole. And I didn't say men or women. That's across the board.
Mm-hmm.
No one needs anyone else to do anything for them. We all need to be able to do for ourselves, because that means that when two people that can do for themselves come together, that's solid.
Mm-hmm.
Not well, I have this, but I got to take care of her because she can't do and she can't do. But if that's your ego that's talking to you, that says, well, I need her to do that so I can feel important, I would say get some counseling. And you need some healing. You need to do some self-healing and have some self-love about yourself so that you don't need someone else to love you the way you should be loving you. And I'm going to give it back to JewCee because she got more information than me.
Well, one of the things that we came across too last week in the show is that we did have some men pop on here, and we appreciate those men joining the conversation with us. We wanted to, I asked I feel like a very poignant question about when the pressure that has to be put on a man, will say, if he's taking the whole lead of the relationship in the traditional sense, the burden that goes on your shoulders to be, the lead, or to know that I need you, that I need you to do this, and I need you to do that, and I need you to do the other. It puts a lot of strain, whether we want to admit it or not, on men. And some men can handle it. Some men are built for tough. Other men, this may not be their thing. This may not be their strength, but they've basically been, um, for lack of a better term, forced into this role to be something that they are not. And I hope that people understand that it is a big burden, ladies. It is a big burden for us to run around talking about, well, I need you to do this. I need you to do that. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. I need this. I need that. I need the other. And technically, you may not even need, they may not be needs. They may be wants.
Ooh. Now that tells me that it's going to take some self introspection and looking at yourself to see what you're really asking for and
Exactly.
understanding what it means when you're asking for those things.
We've taken on these topics and these conversations, of late. And like I said, we have some self-made, uh, relationship people out there. And some of them make a lot of sense and some of them don't. Some of them you got to take with a grain of salt. We're not here. I shouldn't have to, I feel, okay, this is my personal opinion. Not an expert opinion or anything like that, but we'll go with my personal opinion. I shouldn't have to tell you how to be a man because you're a man.
The same way you shouldn't have to tell me how to be a woman.
I'm a woman.
And if you do, maybe you need to rethink the fact whether you want to be in that relationship with that person.
And we don't talk. We assume. We assume that this person is going to be the kind of man that I want without me actually asking any questions.
Or vetting. We get it. What do I say? We see this dude. He walked in the club.
He was fine as I don't know what.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. He is. Oh. In that moment that I just said every last one of those statements, I have said hi, found out his name, went home with him, got engaged, got married, had 2.5 kids, and even possibly even went through a whole divorce.
And
And I don't know your name.
exactly.
Come on, we
So
got to take responsibility for that because we have this idea of this fairy tale that we think we're supposed to have. That's not real life. It's literally a Disney movie.
it's crazy that
Hey, Ralph.
we we do these things sometimes. And I love my women, I love my men, I love both of them, but sometimes I'm a little hard on both. So sometimes, ladies, you set yourself up for failure.
People set themselves up for failure because they don't get clarity.
Right, you put yourself in a position to be hurt.
Well, I thought that. So because you thought that, it is actually on you because you didn't get clarity.
You didn't.
You
And
didn't. You didn't clearly and concisely communicate.
And it's important that we do these things. And I understand a lot of times because we use the sexual aspect. We use having sex, how a man thinks he's doing the damn thing, and she's like, oh God, I hope he stops. But instead of her letting him know that this doesn't please her, she does not want to hurt his feelings because she cares. So she's quiet and never fulfilled. And he's running around beating his chest like Tarzan of the Apes. You can't do this, folks.
So we've had a lot of shows.
Mm-hmm.
Have we had the show on how to communicate with the others, with your partner, when you're not satisfied, or how to coach or teach. Because the reason why I ask is because I know I'm a person, I don't like to do it. I don't like doing it. I don't. I need you to know. I need you to pay attention. I need you to have your third eye open. I know it's asking a lot, but I need you to have your third eye open. I need you to be paying attention to things. I need to know that you're emotionally intelligent in here. I need to understand that you're actually really intelligent, because I'm sapiosexual. I think we might need to have that show,
Well,
because I need to know how to say no. Let's do this instead, or if that's how you say it. You know what I mean?
right, right. And there have been I've given examples, but you're right. We could do a show on and have people come on here and actually do some things and have some scenarios where we can sit down and really kind of get them together and let's do what I do, for money. I might just do a couple sessions for free. How about that? If you're
Or
having those kinds of problems, because a lot of people don't understand when we're in relationships, one of the biggest issues and problems is that we bring our past relationships into our new relationship. And when we do that, we're actually creating chaos. And we don't know how to get out of the chaos. Don't know how to, it's like a little tornado and you can't get out of it because it's like it just keeps building and building and spinning and you don't know how to get out of it. You don't know the way to back out gracefully. You don't know how to maneuver.
but
So what
sometimes it could be like, I don't want to hurt his feelings.
that's the same thing. Because that creates a tornado effect. When you
Baby.
stop, when you stop and think about it, it creates a tornado effect because I'm not going to say nothing this time. I'm not going to say nothing the next time. I'm not going to say nothing the 25th time. I'm not going to say nothing the 90th time.
Because I'm expecting him to read my body language and to understand what I really want. It's not realistic, though.
Not realistic.
At all.
Miss Cleo was a fraud, y'all.
Ah! Call me now.
The amazing Kreskin back in my day was a fraud, y'all. Okay.
I gotta watch that documentary.
So there is, there are ways to communicate what you like and be respectful. Okay, being respectful, because there's women out here that don't know how to give a blowjob. They are clueless. Or there's women out here that don't know how to kiss properly. Or there's women out here that don't know how to hug properly. I mean, there's
Hold
just
on.
there's so
The
much.
hug is very important. To me, it is one of the most intimate things that you can do. And if you can do that right, baby.
And don't let me get on the fact that a lot of these females don't know how to cook, don't know how to clean a house, don't know how to take care of no children.
I don't know how to make it happen, period.
Don't know how to do things. So we do need to have these conversations. Okay, so Ralph
He just went on the whole thing.
he has a laundry list. So to my Instagram family, we have a gentleman that is putting a list of things that she may not be able to do. So, or do well. And, if you care about somebody a lot, if you care about somebody, you love this person, a lot of times you try to get past their faults or their shortcomings. So, and you're trying not to hurt them.
That's really the ultimate thing. You just don't want to hurt somebody's feelings.
You just don't want to hurt their feelings and you might not want to hurt their feelings because guess what? You got to live with them.
Well, you don't want to hurt their feelings because I don't know. I think, okay, I can only speak for myself. I don't want to hurt his feelings because I don't want him to completely retract. And the reason why I feel like that is because that's me. I can admit that that's my shit. If I'm not, and I'm done. So I guess me dealing with my shit and why I am not, why I don't communicate in a certain way could be.
Mm-hmm.
And I do feel like it's everybody else's. Well, I don't want him to, and I don't. That I word. Gotta pay attention to that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
And so, with this, when you're talking, Ralph, we're gonna probably put in a
We're
minute.
gonna put you in the corner in a minute,
Got to go
Ralph.
to the corner, Ralph. you might be
You gonna go in the corner.
you might be on timeout for about 5 minutes, Ralph.
No, for real. Yeah. But dang.
I can't even read them that fast, Ralph. I'm sorry. I can't even keep up with reading them. So oh my. But just to say, communication is definitely key. Yeah, Ralph, we're not saying you're not
We didn't
lying.
say you was wrong. We didn't say
It's just a lot. Okay. Yeah, you've been through it. We got to fix that, honey.
yeah, we gonna fix
So, fix it. It's like it's broke. Okay, just fix it. Okay. Whoa. But sometimes, and I'm gonna say this. And it's not to point fingers or anything like that. But sometimes when you take the moment and you do things in hindsight or retrospect, you find out like I need to own like 25% of my own shit, or I need to own 50% of what went wrong, or I need to own 10% or 2% or 1%. You have to take your own opportunity to own what could you have done better or different. Not saying that that's going to make it all better and perfect by any stretch of the imagination. But sometimes we tend to think that we didn't do anything wrong within our relationship. It might be all of our partner's fault or all of our, it's all him, it's all her. She didn't do this, she didn't do that. But did you talk? Did you find out? Does she know how to do that? Does he know how to do X, Y, and Z?
I think when we go to that whole percentage thing, I think that's where we kind of go wrong. There's no way to determine what percentage who has. The
Well,
only thing that you can do really and this is just my personal opinion. My name is Dani's Window, sir, and I reserve the right to be wrong. I feel like if you want to go on percentages, I feel like that might be kind of a little bit off this way when all you really need to do is take your portion. Okay, so this is what I did, period. I'm not going to say that was 50%. I'm not going to say it's 25%. I'm not going to say it's 75%. This is what I did. Let me take responsibility and be accountable for my shit. And then the other person do that. That is what I feel would be a little bit better, because when people they hear that percentage number, they get stuck on that number.
Well, and this is only like a little, and I can agree with you on that. I can. And I can agree, and I can also just say some people do look at it from a number standpoint, where they're going to go, okay, well, how much of this is on you? And some people will come up with a number, some people won't. Some people will think just like you thought, and I don't think either one of them is. As long as you take responsibility, the bottom line is to take responsibility for what you have done. And I think sometimes we don't do that, men or women. But getting back to the need portion, because we don't want to forget where we are, because we've kind of gone off a little bit, which is fine, not a problem. But I want people to understand that word need it's a heavy word.
It is.
It's a
sometimes you don't even know that it's heavy.
Right. It's a heavy word. Need is like, it's like some people will say, well, that person is needy. you're so needy. You need this, you need that, you need the other. It turns from being, oh, that's what I want her to do is need me, to now she's needy. Now you don't like it because it's a heavy word.
Because you start to realize that your idea of I want to be needed is coming from a place where you're lacking within yourself. You don't need someone to need you, you need you.
True.
It's an
True.
ego issue if you need someone to need you. That's your ego talking to you saying, hey, something ain't quite balancing over here.
And that kind of showed up in our conversation a few weeks back when we were talking about what makes, because everybody missed that part, what makes an independent woman. We weren't talking about,
Independent.
we weren't
Yes, we use the quotes of independent
talking
woman. So in essence, what you're telling us, Ralph, is that when JewCee comes out with her book, Clear, Concise Communication, you definitely need to be the first one to order it.
there's a need.
The difference between a need and a want and a desire.
Desire, right. And a lot of people, like I said, when we don't look at words and we don't use them properly, or we embellish upon what is already out there, or a word that already has a definition, and we try to make, because you can make anything that you want fit your scenario. If that's what you want to do, you can make it fit, but does it fit correctly? Is it too tight? Is it too big? That's the thing.
Are you rationalizing it or is it natural?
Exactly. Exactly. And a lot of people are rationalizing. They're rationalizing. And we've got to change this. We've got to change our thought processes because they're antiquated, number one. They're so antiquated. Um, and there are other people's thought processes. I know when we got into that debate a few weeks back where we had to do a second show because we didn't know we were getting bombarded and blasted. But
Yo,
but I still giggle to this day about,
I do too. I do
it,
too.
about it.
And
And
honestly, I feel like we didn't actually need to know what was said the night of the show. I feel like everything happened the way it was supposed to
corporate,
happen,
right,
so that
right.
those people who actually felt some kind of way
Hmm.
could have some time to really kind of ponder those stances or whatever you want to call them.
And Ralph says, I have a saying, people would rather live in their um reality,
Ooh,
or
their reality.
their
Okay.
reality. I'm sorry. I have some of this writing. I have these wonderful bifocals, and the line just goes, if I don't get the eyes just right, instead of their reality. And it's true. And a lot of times some of us haven't been taught. And I go back to this. I go back to this. We're babies raising babies, and we're not educating, and we're not sitting we're not sitting down and having, Monday through Friday dinner, let alone any of those kinds of things anymore. We're not having these conversations with our young people who grow up to be um, older people. So we're having some difficulty in really educating and teaching uh, folks how to deal with their emotions, how to I think the other thing that always pops in my head when I think about some of this stuff, conflict resolution. We don't really we're getting away from that. So therefore, people can't handle stressful situations anymore. They're like, I gotta go shoot somebody.
Okay,
I got.
so my question would be,
Mhm.
when does anyone get taught how to deal with their emotions in everyday life? Even as kids, we're not taught how to deal with our emotions.
But you were given an opportunity.
Were we?
Yes, I think we were.
I
And I'm gonna
don't.
tell you, I'm gonna tell this is one example. I'm gonna give you an example. If you look back on some of the things that we did as youth, some of the programs that we had as youth, intramural sports, um, not
That
not
part.
boys,
That's what I'm saying. We're not.
okay. And if you look back, because I always think a lot of things have sports is sports, the arts, all of this stuff teaches us a lot of things outside of just being very creative. Um, Sports teaches us about conflict resolution. Sports teaches us about is being not picked first because maybe you're not the greatest. Now everybody gets to make the team. Everybody gets to have a trophy. Whereas when I was growing up, you knew who won first place. They had the trophy. The second place team had the ribbon. So
I
you want to get to the point where, and this is just an example. We want to get to the place where everything is not technically easier, and poor Johnny didn't get a trophy and he's over here crying. He's over here in his feelings because he didn't get a trophy because he got second place.
but we've also been in that since the 90s when George W. Bush came into office and they did the No Child Left Behind.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm mistaken, I believe I was a freshman in high school, and they decided that that's what they were going that they were going to do that. And the next year of my high school, it changed everything. You could not
Mm-hmm.
be left back if you failed. If you didn't make the team, you still made the team, but you just might not play. You got a second. You okay? Yeah, we had first, second, and third place. You got participation trophies off the bat just because you showed the fuck up. You
Mm-hmm.
ain't got to do shit. You just showed the fuck up, and you got a participation trophy. Even if you didn't participate, you just showed up. It's a lot of and where you are, and that's what how we understand. We know that we have three different generations on this show. My perspective, your perspective is this is what we were taught. I actually was able to see that teaching that you had completely, like within a year or three, I would say 1 to 3 years, completely changed to where participation trophies, no matter what you did, Johnny, you are special and you did great. You didn't do anything, but you did great. To me, in my personal opinion, I feel like that handicapped a lot of people to feeling a sense of entitlement.
Yep.
And therefore, because you're entitled to this, I don't have to do this. And
Or I
that
don't
is
have to.
where we're not taught to deal with emotional situations rationally, in my personal opinion, comes from. Now, in the Black community, because of how we had to deal with things and how things were given to us or how we took things, we were angry. We're still angry if we're honest about it. So the way we deal with things is not the Europeanized way of how they should deal with things, so that they can so they can be like us and we can all be one. We're never going to do that. I'm sorry, it just is what it is. But to be able to deal with situations emotionally intelligent wise, to me personally, if that was something that was taught in the formative years, like they say, they want things taught. I think that would help a lot of us earlier on, so that we don't deal with the shit that we're dealing with as your, say, 30 plus crowd. Because we
Or
didn't get.
even or even as teenagers. I mean, just think about all of these young teens that are going out here and shooting up schools. And somebody says something wrong to you, you don't know how to turn the other cheek. You don't know how to walk away. You don't know how to
We don't know how to assess it to feel how important is that in the moment.
Right.
Is it important? No.
No, let it go. Be like a duck. Let it roll off of you. You know, the water just.
But that's not taught.
It's not taught. It's not shown, and therefore we have what we have right now. And it's unfortunate because a lot of
a lot
of our, oh yeah, Ralph, you missed a lot. You'll just have to catch it on the rewind. But a lot of our young folk who, let's just be honest, they grow up to be us. They grow up to get, they on their way to. I always tell somebody that's younger than me, you trying to get where I'm at.
They're definitely trying to get where we at, but we also trying to understand the world the way they see it too.
What I mean by
give it to each other. Yes.
What I mean by it is, you're 25, I'm 60. You trying to get to 60, just the number. I'm not talking about even life's experiences. You trying to get where I am.
Okay.
And you may not make it if you don't get some things together. And those words have never been truer, because look at, as I said earlier, once again, I'm gonna put the number up. Look at the amount of people that are committing suicide, and look how old they are. We got to stop trying to give these folks silver spoons and let Johnny know that, hey, you aren't picked on the team. You go home, you work at it, you get better, and then you come back and you try out again. Not you go home, you sulk, and you get a gun, and you come back and you shoot up the school. That's not the way to do any of this. We have to learn to do better with our younger folk. But all of that, it does translate into our relationships and the types of relationships that we have and the type of people that we become. And some of our people, whether they're men or women, are not equipped right now to be in relationships that they might see on television, or they read in a book, or they see in the movies. They're not equipped to be that type of person. You're not going to get Susie Homemaker that much anymore, guys. You're just not. You're getting a working woman. You're getting, are you ready to go live, Jasmine? Just give me a thumbs up.
I think she done, right?
Yep, we got
there
her.
She go. There she go.
Hi.
Hi, babies.
Hey, baby.
So we don't have the same kinds of things that we want to have sometimes, and I think we miss that point as well. You're looking for something that maybe doesn't even exist anymore. We have, it's kind of crazy when you stop, because I really thought about this last week after the show was over. We have an old-fashioned thought process that we're trying to incorporate into today's living. Men want women, and not all men. We already know we ain't gonna sit here and go tit for tat. We're not gonna do that. But men, when I'm talking, I'm just saying, if you don't fit in that category, don't worry about it. But men are looking for a quote unquote old-fashioned girl, or whatever the case may be, a female or a female person or partner, and you are upset because women have advanced. We have moved forward. We're out here working.
Can I be honest? I don't think it's necessarily that they're upset that we've advanced.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that part, but go ahead.
No, I feel like any male that says that is using it as a cop out.
Okay, I can agree with that.
Because what I feel like is in any male, man, heterosexual, masculine, however you call it, whatever, any man that feels that way is because you haven't grown. The work that you needed to do within you hasn't been done. She's done work. I'm not saying that she's done all the work. I'm saying that she's done some work, and she's being able now because of that work to see what she wasn't able to see and say, you know what, I know what I deserve and what I don't deserve. Any person, and I'm about to make this a general statement, any person who was upset with someone because of that, I need you to look at yourself. Can't blame
So
nobody but you.
so here's the thing. Here's and I can agree with that. And but I think what we're doing sometimes is if you ever, I mean, I know that we heard some of what the men were saying at us prior to, but I don't think they're listening to what we're saying to them. We kind of all have us the same kind of goals, just different wording. And I think because the definition isn't the definition, or the word isn't the word that you're looking for, you tune out, and you shut down, and you don't listen to why I'm possibly an independent female, or why I'm an alpha male, or why I don't need a man, or why I want and desire a man. When we say certain words, you just, it's like a trigger, and you just turn it off, and you're no longer engaged and listening, because you have your definition of what you want. But instead of listening to what your partner wants, you've tuned out.
Listening to hear and understand,
Mhm.
and not listening
to
to
respond.
respond. It's really that, and that's not on one side. That's on all sides. We
Mhm.
all, as human beings, need to learn how to listen, to understand the person that is speaking, because our natural state, and I'm the human behavior specialist over here. Our natural state is when we hear something, we're literally looking in a mirror,
Mm-hmm.
because the things that trigger us are the things that we recognize within ourselves, but we see it in someone else and we think that they're the problem, when what you're doing is literally looking within a mirror, because you can't recognize something unless you've been through it to understand it. You can't. I can tell, I'm an empath, and I can tell you very much so, I can feel your feelings, but I don't know the feelings the way you feel them. I can feel it. I know something is either off, great, wonderful, freaking fabulous, all of those things. But I don't know how you're taking them mentally based on your life experience. But you need to be able to do that for yourself. The same way I'm learning to do that for myself. If I see it, that means there's something here. So before you start putting it on somebody else or say, well, I assume, nah, look within yourself and you'll get the answer right there. I see Jasmine saying something.
She's on mute.
Did she?
Oh no,
Okay, she's not saying something. Okay, go ahead, Miss JewCee.
yeah. And I think that a lot of people, when we have these conversations and we talk about, we're stripping away a lot of stuff. I mean, we really are. We're stripping away a lot of stuff
Very general.
that you cannot, you can't move forward without certain things being stripped away, in order for you to understand who and what you are. And it comes with time. Okay, it does come with time, I will say that. It's not like, because when we're indoctrinated to believe certain things, and we've been, quote unquote, for lack of a better term, trained of what a man is and what a woman is, what a man's responsibilities are and what a woman's responsibilities are.
Based on European standards.
Thank you. Amen. So and we're not understanding that first of all, that doesn't even fit half of us. It doesn't even fit half of us.
No, it doesn't.
And but we just take it all in, hook, line, and sinker. We just, oh, this is, and then we can't understand why things don't work.
Because you're looking for someone else and not you.
Yeah. So it's really very, it's very interesting, fellas. I just want you to be more open when a woman says to you, "I don't need you, but I want you." From her point of view, wanting and desiring you is way more important than needing you.
A desire is a lot stronger than a need. A need is going to be figured out.
Mhm.
A need is always going to be met. Desires aren't always met, so a desire is always a stronger bond. And I would rather desire a man than need a man.
Absolutely. She prefers to desire a man than to need a man, because when I desire you, it's not a lot that I'm going to actually do that you can, like, you know, not. So, but when I want you, or no, when I need you, me as a person,
Mhm.
I'm gonna figure out how to get what I need, whether you gonna give it to me or not. I'm gonna get what I need. Now, when I want you and I desire you, you get a whole nother thing.
Yeah, it's totally different, and it's uninhibited. Um, it's something that you feel you feel good about doing. You don't feel like it's um heavy. You don't feel like it's a burden. You don't feel like you're a burden. You feel
That's what
like,
I was gonna say.
go
Um,
ahead.
to me, when you say you need something, especially another human, it's like it, it's like you've lost a part of yourself and you have not. You've lost who you are as a person when you need somebody. Like that's just I never want to feel like that because to
I
need
can understand it.
someone to need someone means that you can't get your needs taken care of in yourself. What if that person dies? What if that person decides to leave? If I need them, then I can't live without them, and I don't ever want to feel like that.
Hmm.
She just said that right there. What she just said is everything. If someone needs you, that means that their life cannot continue out. And if you need that, if you need someone to need you really need to take a look at yourself. Because that's an ego thing. I want them to be, because I need to feel important. I need to feel like they need me for what I really need you to really look at that and really understand what you're doing is you're crippling someone for your own ego.
And for those, for people that are out here thinking that, this is bashing, or this is, it isn't. It's taking a moment to totally change your thought process from being almost like someone that wants to suffocate the life out of someone else
For them to live.
in order for you to live.
And
And and you
it's
can't shame someone. You can't um talk down, and we're seeing a lot of that. We're seeing a lot of that on these podcasts and on these quote unquote self-help shows or whatever. And we're seeing men, and I see more men, and I even see some women doing it as well as I watch more and more of these shows popping up. But we really need to make sure that we're uplifting each other and that we're taking the time to not only understand the person before us, but to understand the person that is in the mirror when we look in the mirror. Um, because that is so, and it comes with time, and it comes with reflection. It comes with, I'm sure Dani would agree, and Jasmine, or yeah, Jasmine would agree that it comes with meditation, knowing who you are, taking it down a notch.
Looking within.
And it doesn't make you weak. I want men to understand that. It does not make you weak.
Can I say
As a
this?
matter of fact, that might be one of your best traits. It doesn't
Can I
make you weak.
can
Mhm.
I say this? A man who wants to heal himself, who is dealing with his own human revolution, who understands himself and honors himself, that is some sexy shit. Ooh, my, like, I really. Go ahead, Juicy. I'm sorry. I just got
She had a moment.
to.
She did.
She
Because
had
it
a whole moment.
is. Because that energy is, it's infectious,
Yeah, it
and
is.
it makes when you're doing it. And I realize that because I'm a sapiosexual. I love intellect, and I love when people heal them. I love when they want to do that because it's something that is going to create a better human being. I just, but that is just please.
Do the self reflection, and
Mm.
what do you have to lose
You have
except for
everything to gain.
right, except for old antiquated thought processes and um functionality, things
Agree.
that are not functional.
That part.
It's not it's not it's not it's not a bad thing to not be one in the crowd. It really isn't. Be original, be yourself. Have a relationship that is unique to the people that are involved in that relationship. I know how I was raised. That the traditional stuff didn't work, and I knew I was different. I knew I was different. I knew I was different a long time ago. But I was this
Been
is how
different. Been
this
different.
right. This is how I was this is what I was taught. You don't want to disrespect your mom or dad and your family, and you want to do this, and you want to make them proud and all this other kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, if you're in a relationship with another person, that person, not your parents, not your best friend, not the church folk, not your co-workers. I mean, I can do a laundry list for you, Ralph. How about that? On these, I can do the laundry list now. It's not for them to be in your bedroom or in your relationship telling you all how your relationship should work. Nowadays, women get up, they cook, they clean, they take care of the kids, they go to a full time job, they come home, they cook, they clean, and they do it all over again.
And not to say that there are not men that do the same thing.
Or not saying that, didn't not even just saying you have to understand the dynamic. If she's tired, then you got to step in and help. Those kids weren't made by themselves. It's like shake and bake. It's shake and bake, and I helped. That's you,
But,
okay?
but hold on, wait. There is a set of men that, and I cannot say that they're wrong for how they feel, but they have the idea of okay, I come home and I see my wife, she doing all of this stuff. Oh my God, it's turning me on. And ooh, like she cooking, she cleaning the kids, she bathing the kids are now put down and everything. And now, ooh, she done did all that stuff. Oh man, now I want to ravish her. Oh, I want her to do all of this. I want this, I want that, I want to do this, I want to do that. And you don't realize the fact that she is absolutely fucking tired. And I'm sorry, everything that you thought that you was about to get is no longer, it was never on the radar. Why? Because she was doing all of those things that was turning you on. And what was turning you on was watching her work herself into exhaustion. But you didn't see that. All you saw, man, I love seeing her work. I love seeing her do this stuff. You don't understand that what that does is she's working herself into exhaustion. And you think that
or
she about
or
you think she about to give you a blowjob right now? You think that she
or
take that dick right now?
working herself to death, or and there's nothing wrong. I know one thing, I can say this, I feel, at least back in the day, and I don't know, fellas, you can help me out here on this, but I know a lot of Black women that raise Black sons that know how to cook, know how to clean, know how
Oh,
to do,
my best friend is
know
my best friend and my partner in life is two of the best to ever do it.
know
Men
how to cook,
raising
clean,
babies.
and take care of a household. So it but for some unknown reason, we've gotten to the point where I'm not going to help my helpmate. I'm not going to help my helpmate. I'm not going to do
Turns me
anything
on. And why does it
because,
turn you on?
because you're listening to outside influences that have nothing to do with your household.
And the doors of the church are open. And thank you for your TED Talk.
Amen.
They're not in your house. What do you care? Why do you got to listen to your boys and your family and your this and your that? Pay attention to the person that you have in your life that's there for you through sickness. If you're going to sit here and be monogamous and do all this wedding stuff and get married and have your little legal document till death do us part, well,
It's deeper than that.
it's more than that, right?
Absolutely, it's deeper than that. I've done it, and it's been 26. It's been 25, 26 years of togetherness, and it's been 22 years of the actual contract. Shit changes.
It does. People grow, people change, thought
People
processes.
evolve. We evolve. There is
Yeah.
no way you are
Mhm.
not able to evolve just because you exist.
And I've said it before and I'll say it again. What I did in my 20s, I didn't do in my 40s. What I did in my 30s, I didn't do in my 50s. And what I do in my 40s, I ain't doing in my 60s. So you
And
grow
you know
up.
what? I think we can go even deeper than that. What I'm doing now, right now in my 40s, I definitely didn't do in my 30s.
Yeah.
We can close that gap because
Yeah.
it really is that small.
And a lot of people are different. And a lot of people are stepping out of their comfort zone. But as we wrap up, because we only have a few more minutes, as we wrap up this, fellas, I think in closing, I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to give it to all my ladies so that they can give you some words of wisdom. Fellas, just take time to listen. Stop tuning out if a female says to you she doesn't need you, but she wants you and she desires you. Because in her own way, that is her way of saying to you, I do need you in my life. But more importantly, I want you in my life.
Yep.
I
Desire you
desire you in my
in
life.
my life. So stop listening to people that are telling. I've heard so many of these men guru people who are not females. Okay, I just got to put it out there. You're not a female. You don't know how she's thinking.
I just
And
feel like it's just
fellas,
only
if you
one perspective. It's literally a singular
right,
It's literally singular.
And if you want to know what she means, ask her. So simple. Go
Can
ahead,
we say
Dan.
listen to you? You asked the question. Can we say just listen to you? Can you listen to understand and not to respond the same way you want us to?
So, Jasmine, is there anything you want to add to that?
I think you said it all and you were really clear and concise. To a degree. But I just really want my fellas to understand that I want them to understand the difference between a need and a desire, and just understand how much more passionate and how much more better a desire is than a need. I want them to get out of this I don't want her to be able to live without me mode. Like, if something happens, not like where you're physically taken out, but if something happens, but that woman has constantly needed you, and she can't pick up ball and continue where you, then what you gonna do? That's what needs bring about. It brings about if something changes and that man is no longer able to provide or protect the way he was, and she needed you, she's not going to be able to now pick up for the family. That's why she's your helpmate. We're here to be your partner. We're here to walk alongside of you, not to walk behind you and not to walk in front of you. I want to walk next to you.
So God got a sense of humor, huh, Ralph?
And here, so the thing, and the other thing with that, Jasmine, is this. First of all, understand this, fellas. And I get it, but I'm going to tell you this much: women are very resilient, and when you drop dead, she gonna be okay. I hate to tell you that, but I'm gonna tell you that she gonna be okay. Because if she has children, she has to be.
Yep.
Because those children need her. And she has to do whatever it is, and she's going to do whatever it takes to keep a roof over her head and her children's head, food in their stomachs, and clothes on their backs.
That is a human behavior trait. Period.
It's survival mode.
It is survival. It does
exactly.
There is no gender for this. Survival is survival. You're going to do it.
I'm just saying, in Jasmine's scenario, if a man, heaven forbid, you've got this woman that needed you, and then you pass on. There were a lot of this happened back in the 50s and the 40s and the 50s and the 60s. These men died from smoking too many cigarettes or whatever the case may be, and they thought that these women, they needed you so much. These women went on and did just fine without you, because they had to survive. Like you said, survival mode kicks in. And it's not that, we don't miss you or don't love you or don't care about you, but honey, you gone. I hate to put it this way, but you gone. I got to keep moving. I'm still here.
So with all of that said, right here, do y'all see that right there? Do y'all see that right there at the bottom of the screen? If we do not see you in October, we're going to have all types of problems.
Yep.
And if you don't, and I'm saying this, and if you don't spread the word, we're going to have all types of problems.
We're going to have some more.
And you don't want no problems with us, because we are the sweetest, most loving, most non-judgmental women in the world, and you want to make us happy, don't you?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So make sure you join us October 27th and 28th. We have a date in Cleveland, Ohio for the weekend. Yes.
JewCee, Jasmine Purple Rain, and Siren will be in the window among the rest of the Erotic 7. Yes, you don't want to miss that.
And we have the JTP core members back together once again. So we're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time. It is the Ebony Erotic Experience.
You better be there, Ralph. Don't play with me.
the burlesque edition, we want everyone to be in burlesque outfits. Men, you can wear
I
suits
have to
and
check my shoulders. I got
you can even wear wife beaters. We're just asking for no saggy jeans.
No. We are not
And
asking you to wear no damn white beater. No.
That is
Can they wear some dookie pajamas? Come on, man. Do some.
It is
If we're
part
doing
of
burlesque,
burlesque. Hello. It is.
women are going to be in burlesque. I want to see the men in the smoking jackets and sexy pajamas like Hugh Hefner.
Thank you. Yes. Give me some. I want, please turn me on.
Ralph said he's going to be in a onesie. Okay.
Nah.
As long as, yeah.
You know what, Ralph? Be quiet. You will not be in a onesie. I will take you shopping myself. You lucky.
Ralph,
you around the corner from me.
Ralph, I want to rip your bow tie off of you with my teeth. And you better be there.
Ralph, if you wear a onesie, it better have a flap on the back.
Ralph's bag will be packed with appropriate attire. He's been my friend for almost 20 years. I'm helping him shop.
Because Purple Rain said so.
That part. Drop.
Just make sure
Mike.
he has in the back. Anyway, we gonna have a good time, whatever you wear, but don't come in no jeans. Okay, how about that?
Nope.
It's suspenders, fellas. That's a nice touch. Just have some fun with it. You know, derby hats, suits. That's what fellas used to wear back in this time period. So I can bite buttons off. But anyway,
let me bite something.
I like to bite buttons. Yes, we're gonna undress you, but we're gonna have a good time. We want you guys to come out and join us. Right, like we've already announced, we do have Lady V and D Black from Atlanta, Georgia, in the house. They are sexologists as well as swingers, as well as there will be face sitting going on. Yes, there will be.
They will teach all of us how to face it.
Yes. You can get your tickets out on Eventbrite. So make sure you do. We do have a payment plan set up out there as well. So for those of you that are wanting to do this and you want to space out the payment a little bit, you can do that. We have VIP, we have general admission, we'll have vendors, we have food, we have cash bar. We have a lot of entertainment. It's going to be great. So make sure you are in the house. All right. So I know I'm going to be there. Whee!
I will definitely be there.
And I will be there from Los Angeles. So I think I'm probably coming for the furthest place away. If you can beat me there, then meet me there.
There you go. There you go. Host Hotel. If you need more information, go out to Eventbrite. We can get you the information on the Host Hotel. We have a great rate. The hotel has totally been remodeled. It is absolutely gorgeous. So make sure you are in the house for the Ebony Erotic experience. Also, if you're going through it, once again, right down here, we have put up the National Suicide Crisis Lifeline. The number is 988. 988. Dial that if you need help. And thank you to our sponsor, JewCee Boutique. Make sure you take care of all your adult toys, novelties, and lingerie with JewCee Boutique, your one-stop shop for erotic fun. Okay, so I love you guys. We've had a great show tonight.
Love you.
We will be back next Monday night with another hot topic for you guys. Make sure you have a great week. I know that we got one more. I got one more Monday. So Miss JewCee will turn 60 next week, weekend after next. So I got one more Monday at 59, and that's it.
Hey.
And that's it.
Get it.
So,
Get it.
To all my family and friends that are going to be joining me in Indianapolis.
I wish I could be there, but you don't know I'm there in spirit, but I definitely will be there in October. Don't play with me. And I swear to goodness, Ralph, I better see you.
You will.
Be
riding with me. You will.
Thank you, Liquid.
All right, and I'll see you
Thank
before.
you, all my Instagram folks. Remember, join us next Monday night right here live. I'm going to do my Instagram again next Monday night. I have fun with that.
I do Meet Me.
And she does Meet Me.
I do Meet Me and Instagram. So
and Instagram. So make sure you guys tune in next Monday night right here live for JewCee Tales Erotic Chat for myself, Ms. JewCee, and my beautiful melanated queen co-host, Miss Dani Windows, and
Thank
Miss
you,
Byron. We love you guys. Make sure that you come back and join us next Monday night. We start at 6 p.m. for our folks out on the West Coast, 8 p.m. for our folks in Central Time Zone, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 10 p.m. for our folks out in Barbados, our family there. We love you guys.
Bye.
Remember, enjoy, enlighten, and embrace eroticism. Ms. JewCee out. Love you guys.